my dear children. So let's begin the class with the revision of what we have taken in the previous class. Okay, so in the previous class we have learnt about the water, right? Yes, the sources of water, from where do we get the water from, and what are the uses of water, the importance of rain, yes, and what happens when there is no water, when there is scarcity of water, and how essential the water is. So this all we have discussed it in the last class. Now today I am going to begin the class with the wastage of water. There are many situations, children, in which the water gets wasted. We are always saying that water is very essential for us, and we need water for many purposes. Still on, there are situations where the water gets wasted. See, look at this picture, children. You can see two ladies talking to each other, and the tap is overflowing, and they are not aware of it also. They are busy in talking. No one is there to close the tap. Look at the other picture. The boy is brushing his teeth with the tap on. Okay, now next one, see the picture. The a man is washing the car. Okay, so while he is washing it with the soap, or while he is washing it with the car with the soap, he is not trying to off that hose. The water is flowing. So, and there are other situations also, like the overflowing of the tank. See, in a home and all, your mother will put water. Okay, so when the water became full, what happened? It's the tank. When the water becomes full in the tank, it starts to overflow, right? So with that also the water gets waste. Leakage of taps. Then unnecessarily you are opening the shower. Okay, so these all are the situations in which the water gets wasted. So children, water is very precious. Each drop of water is very precious. See, nowadays we are blessed with water. Okay, we have pure water in the form of rivers, lakes, ponds, etc. But due to this wastage, we are not able to get water for drinking purposes, for cooking, for bathing and all. Nowadays, we have to pay for the drinking water. See, you can see that from the picture, the water is available in bottled form, mineral water. Right? So, now it has become a situation in which we have to pay for the drinking water. So, how can we spread a message to the people, okay, to tell about the importance of water? What are the different ways to do that? You can spread the message either by placards, posters, cartoon, bullet board and awareness rally. With this by this all ways, you can be able to spread the message to the people to stop the wastage of water. See, here in your textbook, they have given an experiment. And a boy is also saying that I will not waste a single drop of water. He is saying that. See the picture? Yes. So the boy is also aware of each drop of water. here is the experiment from your textbook. In that, it is given a spoon, a glass, a mug and a bucket. Okay, and they are asked you to pour water into each. And when you are pouring the water, you should count the drop, how many drops of water you are pouring. So that is the experiment here. See, suppose if you are pouring the water on a spoon, you have to pour it using a filler. And you have to see how much drop is required for the spoon to fill the water. So like that, each case you have to look. For the glass also you have to look how much water, how much drops of water is needed to fill the glass full of water. So you can understand the importance. By this experiment, you can understand that water is very essential and each drop should not be wasted. So to show that, this experiment they have given in the textbook. Okay? Yes. Now, we all know that in the people in the villages and in towns and all, almost towns and all, what happened? We depend on well water. Most of the people depend on well water. So we should take actions for cleaning the well. Okay, the well must be cleaned at least once in a month. It must be cleaned. Because you all know that the well is opened. Okay, lots of dirty things happens to fall on it. Okay, so at least a month, once in a month, you have to clean the well so that the people can use it for drinking. Also, we should not drink the water as such. We have to boil the water to kill the germs. And also there are purifiers. See, this is the picture of purifier. This is available in all the houses. In offices, also in schools also it is available. So either through water purifiers or by boiling, we have to purify the water and then only we have to drink it. If you are taking the water from the ponds, lakes and all, you have to boil the water or you have to purify it. Okay. So one such purification experiment is shown in your textbook. Can you see the picture of 3 earthen pots? This is 3 earthen pots. Man chatti, we will say. This is 3 earthen pots. You have to place it in this order as shown in the picture. And you have to put a hole at the bottom of each pot as it is shown in the picture. Then in the first pot, on the top of the first pot, you have to put a washed gravel. It's a filter, washed gravel. On the second pot, on the top of the second pot, you have to put sand. And on the top of the third pot, you have to put burned coconut shells. Burned coconut shells. Then you have to pour and you have to put a clean vessel down. As it is shown in the picture, put a clean vessel down. Then pour muddy water onto the first pot so that the washed gravel, it will filter all the mud, waste particles, dirty particles present in the water. Then it will go to the next pot. Okay, there also if there is any dirty things and all, it gets stuck over there. So as a result, what happens in that clean vessel which you have kept down, you will get a purified water, that is water free from the germs. So this is an experiment to show how to purify the water. Clear? Yes. Then next one is about water pollution. What do you understand by water pollution, children? Yes, the water by the action of human beings, okay, by our actions, we are throwing the waste into the water. Even the waste from the industries, from the agricultural fields and many other situations, we are throwing the waste into the water. So this should not be allowed. Water should not get polluted. Children, if you are throwing the dirty things into the water, we will not be able to use that water. Right? Yes. So, you have to spread message to that also, that don't pollute the water. Every drop of water is important, and water is a boon of nature. Water is very precious. So this is what this lesson says about water. Okay, so the topic which I have covered today is about the wastage of water, the situations where the water gets wasted, and about how to purify the water. So usually drinking water and all is purified using bleaching powder. Okay, and also I have told that the wells in which the people rely on drinking and for many other purposes, it should be cleaned at least in a month. So that all we have discussed today, and also how to spread message. Through what all means you can spread message to the public that you should not waste the water. That also we have discussed through posters, through placards, through bullet board, through awareness rally, cartoons and all. We can spread the message to the people that not to waste the water. And also we have discussed about pollution, how water gets polluted. So these are the things we have discussed in this lesson. So hope you have understood. Okay, and next you can see one activity in your textbook. Can you see, children? Yes. In that, what you have to do is coloring. Okay, coloring. Which of the vessels shown below do you use to store water? Color them. Which vessels is used for storing water? Color that picture. Okay, and there are questions related to it. Which vessel among those shown in the picture can contain maximum water? Which can hold a large quantity of water? And next question, which vessel can contain the least amount of water? And which vessel can hold less amount of water? So this you have to do, and we will discuss this in the class discussion time. Okay, only this much you have to color the vessel which is used to hold the water. Okay, which we are using to hold the water, and you have to say which vessel can carry large amount of water and which vessel can carry less amount of water. So this we will discuss during the class discussion time. Okay, and one more thing is there, you can see that Radha's complaint. Can you see the Radha's complaint? Yes, in that you can see steel glass and a bowl. So Radha, she is very fond of payasam. Okay, so she told her mother to give payasam. Her mother gave payasam in a glass vessel, steel glass. But she don't want to take the payasam in a steel glass. She wanted to take it in a glass bowl. You can see the picture of the glass bowl and the steel glass. Okay. So when it was transferred, so what the mother did the mother transferred the payasam from the steel glass to the bowl. So the quantity became less because what is the reason? The steel glass is little big and the glass bowl is small. So when it was poured onto the glass bowl, the quantity became less. It means that the water maintained its level, to which it doesn't have a definite level. That is, to which vessel it is poured, it will maintain that level only. So this is what we can understand from this. So hope it is clear. This topic is clear to you all. So see you in the next class. Bye.